For the first time in 3 months, taxis were allowed back on the road. An easing of the national lockdown to allow public transport operate was issued by the president. But before they could return, the taxis had to register afresh and designate routes they would be plying, choosing from over 100 routes issued by the city authority.
So now we came from Namugongo, we were dropped here since the driver didn't have the route chart. So now we are stuck.
In the taxi terminal, commonly known as the new taxi park, many passengers were stranded as taxis sought this registration. Only a few had completed their registration in time. With many passengers coming into contact, the concern is whether this doesn't increase the risk of further spread of the coronavirus.
Motoka zinnemeredde ezuba kubanga embeera gye ndimu nnemeddwa n'okufuna emmotoka. Buli motoka ejja abantu balwana bulwanyi sijja basobola. Taxi tewali olunaatuuka nga batukwata nti obudde buweddeku.
In Kisenyi and Namabia bus terminals, operations resumed, with buses observing some standard operating procedures.
Unfortunately, the number of passengers were many today, of which we are not expecting. And you find yourself that the buses are not here in Kampala. Most of the buses are up country.
With taxis and buses carrying only half of their capacity, prices of different routes have equally doubled.
Previously, my travels to Mbarara has been 25 to 30,000, but apparently it's now 50,000. So I don't know if I'm to come back to Kampala. I don't know maybe how much it will cost. Maybe even 60,000.
Per now, Mbarara we have been taking our passengers for only 20,000, but now we are going to 40. Ishaka Bushenyi Mitoma we have been taking for 25, 30, now is 50.
On some routes, some taxis were forced to abandon their routes for flouting the required guidelines. The taxis will be greeted with a rude 7 p.m. curfew time, in which they're supposed to have ceased business for the day. Ali Mivule, NTV.